Hi, I'm Alex Jordan from Learn Color Grading and FilmSimplify.com, and in today's video we're going to be answering the question of what is Resolve, for absolute beginners, people who just heard about Resolve and just want to understand what is Resolve, what does it do, and what are all the different tabs in Resolve. So if you're an expert or you've been working with Resolve for a while, this is not a video for you. So let's start. In order to understand what is Resolve and what does it do, we need to look at the post-production workflow. Post-production simply means everything you do after you finished filming. So you finished your filming, you moved all your cameras and gear, and now you just want to start editing. You put your footage into the computer and you want to work on your footage. The post-production workflow is comprised of different steps. For example, you might end up with a lot of footage coming from your camera, if it's a big project. And you have a lot of footage, like sometimes thousands of files, and you want to be able to import these files into your software and arrange these files in order to edit them and find them later. You want to make it easy to find these files later. So that's a step. The other step is editing your footage, which is basically cutting your films into smaller chunks and rearranging them in order to tell a story. That's, editing. Then you might want to add some visual effects, like green screen, animations. You might add some text animations. This is another step. The next step usually is color correction or color grading, where basically you get the footage coming from your film and you want to make it either look as true to life as possible. So you want to make the colors correct. The colors look as close to what you would have seen in real life if you were in that location. Or you might want to perform color grading. Color grading is simply changing the colors of your footage in a way that doesn't reflect real life, but it adds to the story. Like, for example, when you see all horror films, they have like a very dark bluish colors, for example, or comedies, they have bright colors. Certain genres have yellowish tints. So it's about changing the colors in a way that adds to the story. Another step is working on audio. So you might just want to mix your audio, remove all problems, add sound effects. And the final step in the post-production workflow is exporting your file. So getting the edit you've done with all the audio and colors, exporting all this, in other words, creating one single video file on your on your computer that you can, for example, upload to YouTube. That's the export part. So these are different steps with production. Now, historically, we have been using different softwares for each one of these tasks separately. So you had a certain software that only does editing, another software that only does, for example, the color grading part or color correction, another one for compositing, another one for audio. And this is still true in like 99% of the industry. DaVinci Resolve is a one-stop shop. So it's a single software that includes all these different tabs inside it, where every tab is responsible for one of these tasks that we discussed in post-production. So for example, this is the interface of Resolve. Note that to the bottom here, we have buttons that allows us to navigate between the different tabs in Resolve. So for example, the first tab here is the Media tab. This is where you import your footage into Resolve and arrange your footage. So the Media tab, it's a tab or an interface to import your footage into Resolve, but note something very important. In Resolve, you can still import your footage in the edit page, the cut page. So the question here is, as long as we can import our footage into the system using any other tab, why do we have a dedicated tab for media? For example, let me demonstrate this. I'll just select all the files here, remove, and I just deleted everything. So now this is an empty Resolve file. And now I open this folder. This is just a folder with all the files on my system. Now I can simply select all the files and simply drag them into this Resolve project. You see, I'll drag it to this area here, and I just imported the files into Resolve. So now I can start working with these files in Resolve. Let's undo. So now I have no files here. I'll move to the edit page. So this is the page where it's responsible for editing. And again, I'll drag all the files to the media pool and I just imported the same files. If I go back to the media page, the same files are imported. So as long as we can import footage in other tabs, why do we have a media tab? The media tab provides some very important extra functionality. So for example, the media tab allows us to add metadata. Metadata is simply a fancy word for saying extra information. So we just add extra information to our files. So for example, I can select a file here, and to the right here, I can add a description about the file. I can add some comments. I can add the people in this file, give it a name. So I'm just adding a lot of extra information to the file. And this allows us to perform two things. First, it makes it easier for us to find the file later. If we're working in a large project, we can simply just find the file really fast. It also allows us to create what's called smart bins. Smart bins are simply folders on your system, which are very advanced. For example, it allows us to have the same file, the same video file in two different folders at the same time without needing to create multiple copies of the same file. So the same file is in two folders. This can be very powerful. It also allows us to perform scene cut detection, which basically means that, for example, you might get a file that you want to work on, for edit, for color, whatever, just a long video file, but the video is comprised of multiple shots. So for example, you downloaded it from somewhere and it's a movie and you need to cut all the scenes separately. For example, if it's a long movie and you want to cut everything manually, this might literally take you days of work. However, with scene cut detection, with a single click, Resolve will go through the file, find the separate scenes in the file, and add each and every scene to your project as if it was a separate file. Again, you don't have to understand all this, but just know that the Media tab provides very advanced functionality in terms of adding and managing your files. The next two tabs here are linked. So first we have the Cut tab, or the cut page, whatever you want to call it, and then if we click here, this is the edit page. These are two pages that on the surface seems to be doing the same thing, which is editing. Editing, as we discussed before, is simply adding your file to your project, maybe cutting different portions of your file, deleting what you don't want, and adding another video after it, and maybe rearranging your files in a way that tells a story. So why do we have two separate tabs for editing in Resolve? So we have the cut page and the edit page. Think of it this way: the cut page is designed for fast projects. It removes all the distractions and it gives you a very fast workflow that is suitable for very fast projects where you don't need all the power in the edit page. And even if you're working on a large project, not a fast project, the cut page will allow you to perform the initial phase of your edit, just putting things together much faster. And after arranging everything, you can move to the edit page, from the cut to the edit, and just work continue working on your project. And this is one of the main things that makes Resolve unbelievably powerful. It's that all these tabs are linked. So for example, I'll switch to the edit tab and I have these two files that I had now in the cut page. Let's delete one of the files. Notice that the file on top was deleted, and now if I switch back to the edit page, the file was deleted. Let's cut this file now in the edit, so the advanced page, and move this to the right. And now if I move back to the cut page, note that we cut the same file into 3 portions, and now we have these portions separated. And this can provide for a very advanced workflow, because even the other tabs, as we'll see in a bit in Resolve, are all linked. They all work together, totally in sync. The next tab, if we click here, is the Fusion tab. Now the Fusion tab is responsible for visual effects. It includes both a 2D and a 3D environment, and it uses nodes. It's very powerful. Actually, it's one of the main standards in actual Hollywood production films. So the Fusion page is where you add visual effects. Just think of it that way. The next tab, if we click to the right here, is the color page. This is where you can control the colors of your film. And it has two main functionalities. First, color correction, which is, as we discussed before, making the image look as true to life as possible. And color grading, which is adding a look to your image or changing its colors. And it's simply the Hollywood standard for this work. Like if you watched, a Hollywood film at any time, it was most probably color graded or corrected using the DaVinci Resolve color page. The next tab to the right is the Fairlight tab. If we click here, This is the Fairlight tab. This is a dedicated audio workstation. So this is where you add all your audio effects, you mix your audio. It's just very powerful. It's designed for video. So it's not like an audio suite that was designed for music and it was adapted to work with video. No, the Fairlight is designed from the ground up to work for video. So it has a lot of extra features that allows it to work perfectly with video production. And it includes all the powerful effects you come to expect from a real professional digital audio workstation. And the last tab to the right is the Deliver page, or the Deliver tab. This is where you export your file, into a file on your system that you can upload, because so far your file have been only just a DaVinci Resolve file, but in order to upload it to YouTube, you need to create, a standalone video file on your system that you can upload. And this is where you can do that. It's, it's very powerful yet very easy to use. So for example, we have a simple button here that's called YouTube. If I click it, Resolve will pre-populate all the options here in order to make this file exported perfectly for YouTube. And to the right, it even includes a queuing system. This is very beneficial, for example, if you want to export multiple files or the same file in multiple formats, and you don't want to export one file, come back, export the next, come back, wait for it to export the third one. So it basically allows you to queue everything in line, and with a simple click of a button, you render everything. So in a nutshell, this is what Resolve is. It's basically a super powerful post-production software. We cannot call it software. It's basically a combination of multiple softwares that all work together all the time. And the nice thing here is that they all talk to each other, so you do not need to keep on exporting your files or moving your file from one software to the next, in order to work with your files. Everything is synced in real time. So that was DaVinci Resolve in a nutshell for absolute beginners. If you like this, please visit us at filmsimplify.com, where you can join our DaVinci Resolve free crash course, where you can understand the basics of each and every tab in Resolve. Thank you.
filmsimplify.com